The weather forecast you learn from us is hyper local, which means the weather system that is affecting us might not affect somebody else just a few hundred feet from here. Let me show you. Do you see these cloud systems? Every single area around us has a different weather system. For example, if you zoom in, you can see there's actual rain happening right there, and there. And it seems to be drizzling in between. So, while someone else is experiencing rain, over here, somebody else is experiencing an overcast sky. And over here, there's a really colorful and calm day happening. But the sky that we have, there's no action. Now, I know by looking at the clouds above us that we're going to have a very calm day today. But look at the variety of weather patterns everyone else is experiencing. That is the beauty of hyper-local weather forecasting. Do you see the different levels of clouds in the atmosphere right now? You see that line, the streak over there? Those are really, really high. Those are the high clouds. All these tiny puffs, these are the alto clouds. And a nimbo cloud would appear in this part of the horizon. So if you see clouds close to the horizon, then you know to expect rain in the next few hours. But if you see clouds in the middle region and in the higher region, then you must wait. Continue watching the sky and see what develops. Do you know what to look for to predict a calm and peaceful day? Let me show you. So before you go about predicting the weather, when you see a sky like this with an assortment of clouds, you have cirrus clouds that only form when the weather is stable. You have alto cumulus clouds that form when the weather is stable for the day, but it could change. But then, when you look around, the clouds are changing. There are spots of stratus clouds which could bring rain. There is an alto cumulus cloud which is getting really big here. And it's very confusing because every cloud signifies something else. But what you don't know is when you look for the weather that affects you, you need to look up. The cloud that you see here tells you what is going to affect you in the next few hours. That is a cirrus cloud, which means no rain for today. That's your forecast. See you next time. Do you hear that? Apart from all the noisy vehicles on the main road, no one can stop me from showing you the buffet of clouds on the sky today. All of these clouds over here are way up in the sky. They're almost towards the edge of the troposphere. So if you're flying on an airplane, you can see these little buggers. These are the indicators that we have the right conditions for cloud formation. Move a little ahead, you can see clouds forming. If it were just the cirrus clouds, then we'd have to watch the sky for a little longer to see what would happen. All of these altostratus clouds, the cirrus clouds, and there's not a single nimbo in sight. That's because the cloud manufacturing process has just started. It's going to take some time, and by 5 p.m., if the skyscape has changed, then we can expect rain. An hour later, and this is what we have in the sky. What you see here in the sky is alto cumulus clouds. Alto means these clouds are in the middle of the troposphere. These clouds are not too high and they're not too low. So how do I know these are altocumulus? Do you see the gray bottoms? Almost all altocumulus clouds have gray outlines or gray bottoms. These are rain clouds in development. If there's enough moisture and enough sunlight, then these clouds will turn into nimbocumulus clouds. And nimbocumulus clouds are basically thunderstorm clouds. So this guy is going to get big and heavy, join with all the other guys, come to a lower level of the atmosphere. And when you see a nimbocumulus cloud, you know it's definitely going to rain in the next few hours. That's your forecast for today. See you next time. The clouds have been playing a game of hide and seek with me for the last 3 days. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The sky is filled with altocumulus clouds again. This is the third consecutive day that this is happening. Wow. Okay, so why is this happening? And what is it going to take for it to actually rain? So when you see the sky is so consistent with altocumulus clouds, this is generally associated with settled weather. Until there is a change in the atmosphere, which actually turns these altocumulus clouds into a nimbocumulus, which means you will want these guys to come lower in the atmosphere and get much bigger. Until you see that happening in the sky, the weather is going to be calm and peaceful. But when that changes, we can really start expecting rain. The weather system has finally made some progress. Let me show you. The sky is now starting to get filled. Okay, not this part of the sky. This part of the sky still has the high clouds and the mid clouds. If you look from here, clouds are getting bigger and filling up with moisture, going high up in the sky. But this still does not indicate rain. This is the middle layer of the atmosphere. You would ideally want to see a rain cloud here. So if I just move here, do you see this cloud? And can you actually see rain? This is the nimbocumulus that you need to look out for. You see this cloud, you know it'll rain maybe in the next half hour. But if you see this guy, you'll want to wait. Wait for the heat from the sun to go down or the day to end for it to get as big as it can. And then finally it's going to lower and start raining. That's your weather for today.